So Eddie, just after the weigh-in there, it was quite a tense standoff. Must have been 2 minutes between. What do you think?
I don't like breaking it up, because I think they just keep going. And Jason looked cool as a cucumber. There's a lot of pressure on Berlanga. Everyone's building him up, talking about Canelo and Golovkin and all these fights. He'll be packed in there tomorrow night. He's got a lot of support, and Jason's calm, really calm, composed, looks great at 168 pounds. And I think he's going to enjoy himself in there tomorrow night.
He was flexing the muscles there on the Matchroom documentary during the week, so looks in good shape.
I think sometimes when a fighter's been at 160 for so long, and all of a sudden they get that flexibility at 168, they can eat more in training camp. They can fuel themselves more. They can come in a bit stronger. And I think he feels great, and he's going to be under pressure tomorrow night, but he's got all the experience in the world, and it's a massive night for him.
Do you think he's better, more suited to 168?
I think so. He's had many fights, he's been there for a long time. Tomorrow will tell, but I think he'll be more robust as well. Okay. Berlanga's a big puncher. He's going to be landing some big shots on him, and I think that extra weight will help him.
Do you think he has to just conserve himself for the first couple of rounds, quell the atmosphere, quell the crowd, and then?
Berlanga's going to be on the front foot, going to be walking him down. He's the one that has to make a statement in there tomorrow night. So for Jason, there's no pressure. He wins tomorrow night. He goes on and fights Golovkin or fights Munguia in massive fights. So, there's everything for him to gain, and I think, like I said, he can go in there tomorrow night and enjoy himself.
Is it a must-win fight for Jason, do you think?
If he wants to be in the massive fights, yeah, for sure. But, you can be competitive against Edgar Berlanga and come back in big fights. But if he wants to go on and change his life financially, this is a massive opportunity for him.
And Andy Lee is back in his corner. How big of an impact will that be?
Look, when he boxed Demetrius Andrade's an elite fighter. He busted his jaw in the first round. There was no Andy Lee. It was a massive disadvantage. Those guys have been together for a long time. Andy's one of the best trainers and minds in the sport, so he'll be with him tomorrow night. He'll be in his ear, and if he boxes to game plan, I'm sure they've got a great plan for Edgar Berlanga.
Can you just give me a quick update on Katie Taylor? What's the situation?
Yeah, she's desperate for the Chantelle Cameron rematch, of course, as you would imagine. She's the ultimate competitor. You're likely to see that fight back in Dublin, probably October, November time, and it's must win. There's no two ways about it. Absolute must win for Katie Taylor.
What weight will it be at?
It'll be at the same weight. Similar to the Canelo Bivol stuff. Katie doesn't want to change the environment she lost in. She doesn't want to bring Chantelle Cameron down in weight. I know Cameron likes to fight at lightweight as well, but Katie's saying no. I lost at 140. I'll fight you again at 140. People were saying Chantelle was too big for her. It was a mistake to go to 140, but Katie is a stubborn individual, and she says, no, same, I'll prove that I'll win that fight.
Do you think there's a couple of years left in Katie yet?
I think so, but she's fighting at the very elite level. So, you talk earlier about Jason Quigley. If you want to box at that level, you need to be on top of your game, and she wants it more than ever. She trains harder than ever. I don't think she was at her best against Chantelle Cameron, but Chantelle was fantastic. So we'll see what happens in a rematch.
There was an eagerness for a big fight to come back to Dublin, and that was the first fight in a couple of years. How successful was it from your point of view?
And the atmosphere was unbelievable. And you're going to see another one. Gary Cully wants the rematch with Jose Felix. There's a lot of great fights to be made on that undercard, but Katie Taylor's the one that can fill arenas consistently, so it's a massive fight later in the year.